We live.
You found it.
I did indeed.
I said listen first, but I'm not telling you to listen first. When I look for something in our chat, I always type listen first.
Please just download them into your computer. It's like
I don't have
a
any
Google
space on
Drive.
my SSD.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
I told you that.
I'll organize it in the live stream email address. I'm so sorry. Hanshu, are you in chat right now? I'm so sorry you have to listen to this.
With like weaponized incompetence.
Incompetence is my new name. Weaponized? What is your problem? Change that name.
Posting the thing and all the things. I hope I got the title right.
It
Of all
like
the
fits
things.
the bit, I feel.
It smelled incompetent. Yikes. Hanshu, hey, Madel's Wolfel Elf. How you doing? How you guys doing? Happy Monday.
There we go. There we go. Happy Monday.
We only have 39 days left on my ET tokens. I'm gonna have to buy an ET that I don't want. I'm getting super lucky on all the ETs I want.
Oh boy, here she comes.
Oh.
Oh boy. Well, Wolf, then maybe you might be lucky. You might end up in co-op with the best player in Defo.
That's right.
Who's to say it might happen? How exciting!
The timing is pretty much perfect. Well, we aim to please.
We did.
I'm your host, Weaponized Incompetence. What are you doing? I'm getting pursued by a baby, which is about as cute as it sounds. Basically, she's just been. It's not that she's chasing me around the house because I'm staying in one place, but she's being brought to different places in the house by my wife, and then finding me no matter what. It's kind of like a reverse predator sort of situation. Well, no, in the normal predator, you're running from the predator. You're not just like waiting for the predator to find you, right? I know. Well, that's what we're dealing with here. Jessie, sounds low. I listened to our whole episode last week and I sounded low.
I find that usually happens. I don't know why.
Probably because I scream so much. My mic is better now. My audio
I mean,
is as loud as it goes.
The thing I've noticed is Discord and Twitch don't line up 1-to-1. So like, I'll listen back and I'd be like, okay, during the stream we all sounded great, and I'll listen back and be like, wow, I'm really loud, and Raw's really quiet, and some girl's exactly right, or something like that.
Raw sounds lower each show. Yeah, they're trying to slowly push me out. Have you ever seen Succession?
Yeah.
I'm like
It's just like that.
They're trying to come for my crown, and their best way to do it is do things I don't understand, like computer stuff. So they're turning me down somewhere, and I don't know how to get to it. To make me louder.
Raw's only Achilles heel, the one weakness in his entire being is the entirety of technology.
As a professional streamer, it's not great. Isn't there like a thing, can I pull up a thing and just crank my volume up?
Yes.
Button?
I'm sure there's a button to do it. I just with mouse gone, I have no idea how to work Streamlabs anymore. Lenna BT showcase later? That's tonight? Oh my god.
I love a Lenna BT.
Do you think her BT Okay.
Do you think her BT animation is going to be her eating Drake poison and then dying?
That sounds fitting, yeah.
She doesn't actually die.
She should be riding on a dragon, right? She should definitely climb up on a dragon.
I feel like Windrake has to be involved somehow, right?
She already has Windrake Arrow. That's her skill.
Yeah, but I mean the
Skill
Windrake.
two?
But the Windrake doesn't actually show up. I feel like the Windrake has to show up for the BT. I don't know. We'll see. Like what else is Lenna? Like what else? Oh, I know. Lenna's BT is going to be getting possessed by that one boss that possesses her. Like
Oh yeah.
That would actually be a sick mechanical change. Like for the BT duration, like the character like changes the mechanics and becomes like a boss monster or something.
Can you hear me now?
You know, like how we assumed Vincent was gonna work.
Hey, can you hear me now? I think that my mic is picking up my right now.
I mean, you sound fine to us. We have
I
to.
think that my webcam is picking up sound. Sound is coming from my webcam instead of my mouth.
That's
Instead of your mouth.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah, when I sleep, it comes out of the webcam, not from my mouth. Is that wrong? All right, audio output 100. 100.
That sounds, yeah, there we go.
It's at 100 already.
It's as high as it gets. Apparently, it's even worse now. Also, because we've been distracted by these volume things. Howdy, Indo, Yoshi, Porky, MF, Daniel, buddy, Lord Touch Me, D-Knight, and we already said hi to Hanshu and Wolf. But howdy, everyone. Good to see you, friends. I missed y'all last week, sort of. And Blind Eye, friend of the show. Well, I was here, and I was here briefly, and then I had to leave for the entirety of the show, which was unexpected. Okay, but probably for the best.
It's because we got in a fight.
It was. We got into a really bad fight, and it took all week for us to mend the fence. But it did get there because, little known fact, in addition to being the best defo player in the game, Raw is also the best conflict negotiator in the game.
Yes, and I'm very humble.
Extremely humble.
Is my volume fixed, or like, what are we gonna do? Can anybody tell me how the volume is? Check. Hey.
It occurs. Hold on, I'll just turn on the stream myself, and I could listen to it. Why didn't I think about that?
Low on my end, said MF.
Yeah, I'm a lot louder than you are. What's up with that? I also sound really handsome. What the heck?
Oh my god. Must be Discord.
Hey, when that happens.
Damn. I need to get that checked out. Hey, little one. How you doing there, buddy?
What about now? I found a thing in Discord called output volume. Is that better? That would...
If it's in Discord, it won't affect the stream at all.
Yeah, it's the Streamlabs stuff is what you gotta mess with.
Your audio's not coming from your own Discord, it's coming directly into your streaming software.
Are you sure?
Yes, I had to do something similar when I first was streaming. That was something just happened.
How's that
Alright,
now?
Raw's gone. Oh, much better.
Really?
Maybe? The one sentence sounded good.
I fixed it.
I think it sounds good now.
This is the pre-show.
Just in time for Treevoid to show up and experience the perfect audio volume? I don't know, man.
Yoshi said that.
Perfectly balanced.
As all should be.
things.
Too slow.
I wasn't that crazy about Infinity War, but the memes have just been loving them. Still really good.
I love that movie.
Treevoid did show up when all the tech issues got resolved. They're now perfect and flawless. And Raw's voice broke Twitch. I hope not.
It's all fixed. We're all good. I got my mouse. I got my mouse. Who am I speaking to? Mic. I got my mic so close to my mouth. Not just scream.
Nice.
Y'all
Raw life
listen-
ASMR.
Oh, there we go. That's a gimmick infringement right there.
We ready to
can't-
roll?
I think we're ready. Cross is here in the chat. Excalibur's here in the chat. I think we're ready to roll.
He still seems pretty low. I mean, I don't know what else. I did my best.
Well, there's not much to do. Not much for it.
Hey. When I yell, it goes into the yellow, so I think it's getting louder. Yo! Yo! Is that better? Anybody? I guess I just have to yell. We're not gonna fix it, so. Alright, who's ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it.
Alright, let me turn the volume down again. Okay. Getting close. It's almost time for the best show. Alright, 3, 2.
And now it's time to start the show with Bl'Artagnan, Raw Life, and some girl. This is the Lifestream.
Hey, it is the live stream. And it is Bl'Artagnan, Raw Life, and some girl. And my screen's not working, but, you know, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll do it live. I'm Raw Life. This is Blart. This is still Maggie. We were having some audio issues, but if you're still having audio issues, just turn your computer up. You know, fix it on your end. Be a self-starter. Raw camera not working. Raw screen is frozen. Yeah, we know. We're just listen. It's a relaxing stream. We had the big anniversary, so now we're just kind of casually hanging out all together. We don't need the game. We don't need a live picture of me. It's the live stream number 69. It's the best episode ever. Bl'Artagnan. A subscription. Thank you, Bl'Artagnan.
I'm very excited because I just resubscribed with Prime, using my Amazon Prime membership to subscribe to the channel, follow it, and all that jazz. It's great. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. We had a bit of a kerfuffle here last week, a bit of a punch up, and our planned pole battle ended up not going off as planned. But it's okay. There was a brouhaha. It is kind of funny because I watched the VOD back and realized that had we had a Twitch battle, I think I might have won because I think I got my polls I got the FR1 poll before you, but obviously now we'll never know. This is going to be one of the great, this will be like like the Marvel What If show they did? This would be Lifestream What If Blart and Raw Life had a poll battle for Jessie's FR.
I just think it's kind of funny that you
Or Penelo's.
You come on here a week later and you say, oh yeah, if we would have had one, I actually got it one pool before you. You think so?
I mean, if I was, I can't. You can't make stuff like that up. If I was trying to fabricate something, I'd say, oh yeah, no, I got it on the free poll. You can check the screenshot that I didn't doctor. But no, this is you're gonna have to take it on faith though, because I didn't take the picture. Because what's the point? I forget where I was going with that. My mind wandered for a second, but it's okay. Ended up not becoming
our third co-host.
Oh, hi.
Don't tell me what to do.
Here we go. As soon as we get it all fixed out, we fix all of our issues. Now we're back at each other's throats. But we have a good arbiter. What is that called? The A word that like makes two people get along. What is that called?
What?
Arbiter.
Arbiter, right? Or mediator?
Arbitration.
Yeah, arbitration, mediation.
Prox. Bot. Hold on. I'm gonna kill it. Crucial.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about this. What Dogecoin hype.com? It's gone now. It's dead.
Yeah, that was my path to getting rich.
Sometimes
I guess it wasn't that crucial.
You got to do the dirty work yourself sometimes in show business, but that's show business, baby. Look at this beautiful banner. Everyone's getting FRs they didn't have. I've not got a single thing from this banner. I think it's... See? Come on.
I've gotten 3 new FRs off of this banner so far, and I was only missing 6.
Damn, I've got nothing but LDs.
I mean, I'll take it.
No, I got Reno, Vane, and Yuri FRs, which I did not have before.
Just a bunch of shitters, sounds like to me.
Well, yeah. Sorry, Blart.
I mean, you know, we just stopped beefing, and now we're just gonna have to get right back into it.
Well,
I mean, is Vane good right now? Like,
good thing I'm not a vegetarian.
I mean, at this stage of the game, he's not the top pick by any means.
Let's get into it. Okay, we had a big anniversary stream. Everybody had a good time. We were wild in the streets, but now it's time to focus. Get down to the brass tacks. We'll talk about Jessie in a little bit. But let's do a.
Do we have to?
Boss. I don't get why everybody hates Jessie. I haven't used her yet, so maybe that's why I don't get it. Why is everybody hating on her? We'll talk about it.
We'll get to it.
Crevassy, man. We got a Crevassy this time. Very cool Crevassy. Blart, how was your experience with Crevassy? Did you enjoy it? How do you rank it on a scale of 1 to 10? And how do you rank it compared to the others?
So I've always had this weird relationship with Crevassy that it took me a while to understand it. I didn't like it for a long time, and I realized the reason for that was because of the YouTube channel and trying to kind of push out content and be timely. I felt very pressured to get a high impressive score and put it out quickly and plow through it. And I found that very stressful and annoying and tedious, and the codes were annoying me, and I was like, I have to figure this stuff out. And this time around, I just didn't do that. I was like, I'll play at my own pace. I have enough going on in my life that I'm not gonna, I don't care that much right now. It's okay. I'll just do it at my own pace. And I enjoyed it a lot more. I took my time, got to experience that kind of thing that everyone used to love about Abyss of like, oh, I get to use this unit I never use, and they pull their weight, or they do something fun, or they sit there and get carried because they're bad. I don't know. But I thought the codes were good. I didn't feel like I was too constrained. We all talk about the very first Crevassy when it was like, hey, you need to use Zonde and Strago alongside Garnet, otherwise you don't get perfect score. Not that I was going for perfect score, that was the other thing. This is definitely an event where my perception of it changed the more I engaged with it, and the slower and lighter I engaged with it. Exactly. I was like, you know what? I've been going at this, the hardcore way, the charge in, kind of get the win and post it on YouTube and get some clicks kind of way. And I was like, this time let's pump the brakes, let's enjoy ourselves. And it's hard to do that with Sanctuary Keepers, but outside of that, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it can be whatever you want it to be. I think that pretty much anybody who's played the game for a while can get to or I don't know if it's tickets. I think most people can get almost everything, and then there's another little tiny bit you have to do that's a little tough to get everything. And then if you really, really want to suffer, there's perfect score. So I think the boss for me is the best, other than Darius 5. That, but I think Ross is the best kind of content. It's whatever you want to make of it. It's however much you want to put into it, you can put that much into it. It came out last week, right? So,
Yeah.
let's get into it now. Did you finish?
I mean, I'm still trying to refine to actually get that perfect score because I want it, and I'm missing a couple of key units, so it's been tricky to work out, but I've been having fun doing that. I mean, getting all the rewards is pretty straightforward, I think, if you have Pinello. I think you'll probably struggle to get most of the rewards if you don't have Pinello. I think this Crevassy was definitely better than the previous 2 iterations because the fights were actually good, interesting fights. I think what the previous 2 suffered from was that the fights were kind of shit fights, and it was just bringing a bad team like seeing how bad of a team you can get through a shitty fight that doesn't do anything. Whereas this time the fights actually have mechanics. You got to think about like, oh,
You know,
these aren't just punching bags like the previous two crevasses kind of were.
it's really funny you say that because I'm thinking back to weeks or months ago, I want to say, when we had a big discussion on the stream with, I think Mino was here, I think Black Cloud might have been here, I forget, but you know, kind of the debating the different, you know, Abyss versus Crevasse versus Dare to Defy and all that jazz, and one of the big like discussion points, which I think you actually raised, was, you know, Crevasse up until this point was inferior to Dare to Defy or Abyss or whatever, or Equinox, that was the other event.
They liked Equinox.
Because the fights were jank, and I think you're right.
They were awful fights.
Yeah,
like the
and-
first crevasse, we had those bugs. They didn't do anything. We had the CPU cores. That was a rerun of like a 3-month-old fight.
Yeah, and here they, you know, very much. I mean, it was still rerun fights, but it was. I think. Well, the fights themselves had, you know, some bits and pieces moving on, some mechanics and whatnot. And I think the big thing for me, the big aha thing, was the choosing the conditions for the enemy force gauge. And
Yeah, that was so much better.
adding to it, so like. And I really like the way that was implemented too, because you can like some of them kind of could let you double up on stuff that the boss already did. Like you could give the Brave Floor one to the fight that does a Brave Floor, or the HP damage reduction to the one that has HP damage reduction, or you can kind of spread it out and say, like, I mean, it's the dream, you know, that customized kind of experience that that everyone looks for.
Yeah.
Also, status badge, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can flex on the pores and the shitters. That's, I mean, the thing about Crevasse that I enjoyed a lot this time was being able to, you know, more complexity in the personalization. I know not everybody can do the perfect score. If you couldn't, that's fine. Me personally, it was just a little BAM! It was easy. It was clean. It was quick. It was in there, out of there. No problems, because I'm the best player in the world.
You have an interesting definition of quick.
There is my score. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to announce that, once again, I am at the top of the Defo planet as a Crevasse Perfector. You got Thancred, Pinello, Lion here. Terrible. Horrible. Skip up to here. Payne, Jarland, and Ash. Kind of annoying and frustrating. This right here. This was misery. This was one of the worst things I've ever done. Once I actually knew how to do it, shout out Shrevoid and Mino. It was actually pretty quick and easy. But yeah, it's a perfect score for you. I do want to say, someone said in chat the throwaway fights are tankier. I liked that. I really enjoyed, like, because like these top three, right? If you're going for perfect score, you got to be kind of in a box. You got to have, like, you know, some people, I saw some cool stuff. I forget what his name was, but somebody did a blue dagger.
Slowby, was it?
Slowby did a really cool one. Mino's done it. Daniel's done a perfect. This was the first. This was an original run. So I didn't. There may be other ones out there, but I didn't see any on YouTube with this exact setup. This was the yellow team that I used because I don't have Arden, Ramus, Layla, and Liliset. So that was cool. But there's also a couple other ways to do it. Like Slowby did blue dagger with one blue greatsword, and then triple white, triple yellow sword. So like there's a little bit of switching around if you want to get perfect, but not too much. But these here, Lufania orbs are still scary. If you, I mean, obviously I brought teams that I could just blow them up with to get out of here. But if you don't pay attention to the Lufania orb, it'll get you. I think that these two aren't maybe instant kills potentially. But
Some of the orbs are non-lethal, yeah.
these are Lufania Plus, by the way. I did want to point out that I, on this very program, once said Lufania Plus could come to Crevasse, and everyone said I was a stupid, dumb idiot. And Lufania Plus was officially canceled by Squex, but here it is. Lufania Plus. Yeah, and XCal said they have a ton of HP. They do. They're big HP sponges.
Yeah, I really like that because I mean, at this point for this type of content, if they're gonna have like a hard mode, trash fights shouldn't really be a part of that. It just feels because the roster at this point is so big, it's not necessary. I gotta say, I really liked the that they included that like 2x dagger option, so you could you kind of mix and match. I ended up not going for perfect score because basically I don't have Jarland, and so I was like, okay, well, not my thing.
Oh yeah, I don't even know
Yeah.
if it's possible to get perfect score without Jarland.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I can pull this off with Vayne, and that did not go well. Because Brave Floor, is what it comes down to. I tried bringing him to one of
Oh, you don't want to bring. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to bring Jarland to Brave Floor either. His entire gimmick
Or-
requires the enemy to be broken.
or something. Was it Brave Floor? Basically, I brought him to one of the fights, and it did not go well. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good here. Also, yeah.
According to
But-
TCC, let's take a quick diversion here. We want to thank TCC. There is no required character. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if anyone's done it without Vanilla. I think you kind of have to have Vanilla for perfect. For all the tickets, I don't think you need anybody specifically. But anyway, this week, the Crystal Chronicles announced that they are closing up shop as far as the podcast, only the podcast and YouTube goes. They're still going to do off streams and hang out, and they've got a cool Discord. But they are packing it up after like 5 years of being your Defo podcast. And all jokes aside, this show wouldn't exist without TCC. I wouldn't play this game without TCC at all, and I'm the best player in the world. So even if you don't listen to them or watch them or whatever, at least you have them to thank for me being here. So thank you, TCC. You guys have any thoughts for TCC and appreciation for their years of hard work? Okay.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, what is there to say? I mean, they got they as far as I'm concerned, like there is a greater Defo community. There's plenty of Discord servers out there. There's lots of different kind of Facebook groups, whatever. But for me, when I said the Defo community, I largely meant TCC for the longest time because that was where I landed when I started playing this game. It's actually how I met Raw Life. Fun origin story fact. I was just one of the people in the stream who would be in chat and whatnot, and he randomly gifted me a sub to the chat or to the channel, and that cut me kind of watching more consistently just because I was like, hey, why not? And before I know it, I was in the Discord, and we hit it off just kind of randomly, and it turns out we're basically best friends, except we hate each other. Are we fighting again? I forget. We're fighting again now, right?
Yeah, I said something about Vayne, but we'll be okay.
Right. That was it. Yeah. So we're okay. We're currently fighting, but we are best friends when we're not fighting, and that's all because this podcast, the Crystal Chronicles podcast, Yorda City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia podcast, built this community of people who enjoy the game, who like the game, who want to kind of dig into it and really make something of it beyond it just being kind of a game you play in the toilet. I appreciate that about that.
Very well said. That's what I appreciate about you, TCC. So rest in peace, the podcast. Mark and Mina will still be around, I believe, here and there doing things. They got their Discord. Good people, backed hard. So thank you for the years of service. The Crystal Chronicles. Anything else about Crevassy? What did you guys, any takeaways, final takeaways? I'm going to do the event so we can do Volfania or the Shinryu.
I'm glad that they actually put in the effort to improve it, because I feel like the second Crevassy that we got with Arden FR felt like pretty uninspired as far as like they didn't fix really any of the issues with the first one, and I didn't have a lot of hope for its future. But I think the fact that they really did put in the effort to make the event better was something I really appreciated.
I was pleasantly surprised by that. I know the enthusiasm about the game throughout the community has not been at a very high in the past few months, and so it was really kind of a very pleasant surprise for me to see the amount of effort they put in to the to Crevassy, to this is a pointless little detail probably, but like I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but for Penello's new costume, like her braids actually move in a way that, like, they have their own movement, like they have their own kind of like little physics, which I feel like her regular costumes didn't have.
I haven't seen her costume working. I haven't.
I could be, maybe I'm off base here, but it looked to me like I was like, oh wow, they gave this like a little bit of extra shine, which is kind of nice. And it's just that level of care that I almost didn't expect at this point into the run, 5 years in, and it really kind of for me like kind of reignited my interest in in digging into the game.
Yeah, the anniversary in general kind of reignited my interest. I think that we're in an echo chamber all the time of the most hardcore of hardcore players, and so it's like dead game's dying, and maybe the money also isn't looking great, but like I don't know. I just think that they went out of their way to do some cool stuff, which that's all I'm so easy to please. I mean, give me a crevasse, or a Dare to Defy, or a Equinox every month, maybe. I mean, that wouldn't be too much to ask. I think that I would be ecstatic, especially this form of crevasse. Crevasse, this is great. This is just what I wanted. The only thing that I could say, slightly, some constructive criticism would be the they're talking about it in chat a little bit. The same exact codes every time. So, yellow short sword. I've never had Arden. I still don't have Arden. Y'all made me pull for him on this show, and I still didn't build him because I didn't get his BT, and I didn't get enough copies of his FR. Or maybe I did get his FR. But anyway, yellow short sword every time. Blue great sword every time. And then the third kind of rotates. It was once green staff, which was Garnet. Sunday. Yeah, and that was fine. But like,
then it was green unique for Renoa.
Yeah, that's true. Could it not work though, as 3 random ones each time for the perfect score, instead of, or not random, but make sure the characters are there. But I mean, every single time, it's a yellow short sword team and a blue great sword team. I don't love that. I don't love that.
Yeah, no, I think it's a fault of the weapon and crystal. Well, not necessarily the crystal, but of the weapon type system being poorly distributed. I mean, we have the memes about the whip users and all that. At some point, there's gonna be a whip code and it's gonna be stupid. Shout out to Blart. But like, I know I probably shouldn't mention this because I don't know enough about it. But in JP they've introduced some kind of new, new thing that I thought that some new codes, customization, something or other thing that isn't tied to weapon type, which to me has a bit of promise just because of that at least. But yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult because like, yeah, they keep using blue greatsword and yellow shortsword, but like, how many other weapon color combinations are there where you aren't locked into like 3, maybe 4 units?
Yeah, and like, how many of those have one of those 3 units being current?
Right.
Yeah. So it's
it's
kind of
Go ahead, Bob.
What's that? Oh no. I was gonna just hammer home that point. So what were you gonna say?
Another thing they could do was like this time. I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've ever done this, where there was one code that could, like, how you did, instead of 3 of the same exact color and weapon, they allowed you to have, I think it was two daggers and 1 staff, all of the same color, and that would work.
Yeah.
Right? So you could do like Canelo, Lion, and Yuna instead of having to do triple, and it actually worked out to be the same perfect, like, max points. That is something they could also go for, instead of having to force. I mean, I don't know that I'm not complaining hard because I really love this and I think it's good to flex on the shitters with, but that is something I think they can look into to make it just still hard, but just not automatically picking out almost exactly who you have to use to get perfect. But this one was the best one for that. I think we definitely have the most different runs, or the most different options for perfect I've seen in TCC of any of them. I mean, the first one was just completely, these are the 3 teams we have to use. I think blue sword,
no,
Ash and X definitely, but that was it.
I used Cloud in the first one.
Yeah, I used Cloud, Ash, and
it was awful.
Pain.
No LD or no BT Vayne, but that was like the only difference. Like, the green staff had to be a certain team, and the yellow staff, I'm pretty sure, or the yellow sword.
Yellow sword. You had Bart,
Ramza.
Arden, Ramza, and Lightning.
Yeah, so there was 2.
And Bosch technically, and Dash technically.
So 2 possible switches out of 9 spaces for the 3 hardest fights. And now in this one, I've seen like at least 4 different ways, different route, Mino Spellgood did a original route. I saw Trevoid did one that some other people did, and then I did an original route, and Slowby did an original route. So there's at least, off the top of my head, 4 different routes to perfect score. And so that's an improvement, I think.
I think what's good about this too, in particular, is that the different routes are like actually different.
Yes.
It felt like with the previous ones, you could swap out a couple characters, but it was like which like shitty filler character is going to sit on the sideline while the actual featured unit does the fight.
Who's easiest?
It's like
the easiest dead unit to drag across the finish line?
Yeah, it was like blue greatsword. It's like, yeah, you're bringing like Vayne probably to carry the damage and like Pain to carry the auras. And then it's like, oh, Cloud's here too. X-Death's here too. They're totally doing something, I swear.
I mean, I'm just saying, X-Death in my run with Vayne put a lot of work in this crevasse. That was a lot of effect, BT damage effect. Words, BT effect damage, sorry. But I'm not here to... you can go to my YouTube channel if you want to hear me like talk up X-Death and try to convince you that he's a decent unit.
Sure, let's go ahead and plug that in here. See if my robot still works.
Oh boy. But yeah, no, I definitely felt like the pieces of the teams needed, like, kind of, what's the word? Contributed more in their individual ways. It didn't feel like you were carrying shitters as much. Although I did, for some reason, every time I tried to do the Yellow Dagger team, I kept bringing Kais to launch immune fights. Like, was the entire thing launch immune? It felt like every fight was launch immune.
The Sanctuary Keepers, it's tied to their force gauge, so
it wasn't.
They
just
are
him, though. I
launchable
think
for part of it.
2 or 3 bosses, 2 or 3 fights here are unlaunchable, because I know at least one of Lufania's is, because I finally locked him in like, I think it doesn't matter. One of the Lufania pluses, I locked him in there, and he was doing no launching, and it was bad.
One of the Shinryus is natively unlaunchable the whole time, I think, or maybe 2 of them. And then the Gatekeepers, or Sanctuary Keepers, they are unlaunchable after 60%. So in my run, I had to just let him get to full time and then cancel it, and then I could launch my big yellow BT phase. But yeah, there was not much launching for Kais here, unfortunately. For Kais. I did want to shout out Lion, though. I didn't know how to use Lion at all. Mino Spellgood, shout out Mino with TCC. He showed all of us Lion can jump turns with her plus.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, when did that happen? I had no idea. I mean, I was.
With her LD.
I was trying it over and over and over, and just dying, and then I found out you could stall them out by just beat a brave plussing with Lion. So shout out Lion.
You don't use it very often, but it does exist.
Yeah, that's why it's good to know how all the characters work in this game.
Yeah, that's why Ra knows how all the characters work in this game.
I'm the best.
Well, he does now that we've taught him how to use Lion.
Yeah, I mean, just wait until the next crevasse when you have to use Zell. Ra's gonna be an expert.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Jesus, when that whole button screen disappears, that's when I'm done with the character. When you take a button away, or you take all the buttons away, Raw's volume is so low. Just turn your TVs up. I'm already screaming. If the
I'll whisper quietly so that you can turn your volume up.
yeah, just turn.
I'll use my ASMR voice.
I'll put the mic literally inside of my mouth. I don't know. We'll work on this for the next week. Are we done with Crevasse?
I think so.
Little
Set MVP, by the way.
Oh yeah, Little Set was great here on my team. Little Set, Layla, Ramza. Oh my God, Little Set was phenomenal. I didn't know. I've had her built and never. I literally learned. That's what Crevasse is all about. I had to get the perfect score, and to do it, I had to use 2 characters 3 really. Thancred. I still didn't learn how he works because I don't care. But I learned in and out Little Set and Lion's Kids.
See, the thing about Thancred's kit is even if you were playing him correctly, he would still not do anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, even if I knew, he still couldn't save me one. So his brave damage was just astronomically bad. But you know, he's dead.
And he just got reworked like somewhat recently too.
Where's the Jessie armor? Well, Trevoid, I learned my lesson the last like 6 times in a row where I did this and messed up, but I finally learned. For the new characters, do the event first, because in the event you'll get some get like copies
Oh,
of their,
the shitty armor, yeah.
you'll get their shitty armor from the event. So just wait. She can do this with bronze armor. Should be fun. But yeah, that was Crevassy. Thank you, Square Enix. Wish we had got lanyards, but I'll take a Crevassy lanyard anytime. Very good.
Have the lanyards surfaced yet?
No.
Are you
one
keeping
has
your eye on that?
Yes, I've watched every minute of every stream of Devo for the last week. It's been very rough. I haven't been able to do anything else. I haven't slept, but I want to see the land yards, and they're not coming anywhere. The sound was bad until I realized it was Twitch's volume that was cut in half for no reason. Hey, see? Take it up with Twitch. Turn your TV up if it's not working. Because I sound great. I sound really good.
Whoa.
That's Crevassy. We got, other than Crevassy, we got it, and I wasn't picking my nose, I was scratching the side of my, see that? Just want to point that out. I got an itchy nose. We only had one other event, right?
We did. It was a slow week once you got over the excitement of Crevassy and D2D and Pinello.
Jessie. Don't know why she is in this game, to be honest. Final Fantasy VII, I get it, but I don't know if there's any, maybe Minwu. Is there any character that's less involved in the story of their game that's made it into Devo yet?
Dorgan.
Let's debate about that.
Yeah.
When Dorgan started the whole, at least he was kind of integral when it, because you gotta like fulfill the prophecy of the Vraska. Again, people in chat saying Vraska, I highly disagree with that. Vraska was integral to the entire.
It's not even in the fucking game.
He is in the game. He's in the game.
He's not.
So, I mean, he isn't. He's an important kind of component of the plot, at least.
Right. It's
I see.
He's important to the
Here's
world.
thing.
Yes, he's world building.
So the argument that you're trying to make is that Jessie dies so soon, spoilers, that she doesn't impact the rest of the game, right?
Well, yes, she does die and doesn't impact the rest of the game, and also there's no like callbacks. I'm sure someone at some point in the game, if you go back to Midgar or something, it's gonna be like, oh, you know, Jessie, this is for Jessie, but like, no, there's nothing. You know, Zack dies. Spoiler alert. But Zack is
Fuck.
Zack is more important to the original game before he got his own game than Jessie is. I just don't get it.
So-
I don't
so-
get this character.
I got a couple pieces. I think I have two answers for you. Samgo, you had something you want to say first, though?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think that you're kind of looking at it the wrong way, in that she's not really in this game as an FF7 character. She's in this game as an FF7 remake character.
Yeah, she has a big deal in the remake. Is that confirmed? Is she an FF7 remake character?
Not like officially, but like that's why she's in the game.
Yeah, because she came out in JP well after like Intergrade came out too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can buy that.
And I will say, like, because of the length of these games, I think early characters who show up early have a much bigger impact on players than once you show up later. It's kind of the classic, like, for FF12, Vossler's a much more. I've heard many people be like, "Oh, Vossler for Defo." I've heard very few people say Redis for Defo. This is all relative, of course, because like I think there's like 3 people in total who want more Final Fantasy 12 characters since Rex showed up.
I'm one of them. Sign me up. I'll shout.
But I want Dr. Sid.
I'll shout.
All 3 of
Redis.
them. When I say 3 people, I'm talking about us.
I'll shout Redis from the mountaintops, man.
Yeah, well, I agree with you because we played in and we we're men of culture. We've delved into the lore of the game. We understand the bits and pieces there, but your average kind of casual player just kind of playing the game, whatever. Like maybe they don't get too far. Maybe they just by that point they're kind of burnt out. They don't care as much. Maybe they can't get past that one annoying boss who sucks. The point being, early characters tend to have a much bigger impact on players, and that's and I think like Jessie for Final Fantasy VII is for that first chapter of the game, up until the whole plate Reno war crime thing.
Yeah.
She is kind of she's kind of an important character for that chapter, for that piece.
You go to her mom's house.
Pizza.
Yeah, you have pizza at our mom's house. I mean, that's integral to the story. You've convinced me.
Nice. Tree Void. Now Raw and I are friends again, and you and I are fighting. Just gonna put that there.
Reno does not.
Oh, what are you fighting about now?
Reno, just Reno.
Oh.
I do want to say one thing quick. I've got to be quieter, so it's going to be even harder to hear me. So maybe I'll put the mic all the way inside my mouth.
Please don't do that.
Redis for Defo. I want to scream that from the mountaintops. Redis for Defo tomorrow. Dagger weapon. Redis.
Dagger?
Yeah, he'd have daggers, wouldn't he?
He had like scimitars. Those would be like short swords, wouldn't they? Or I guess they'd probably make them unique.
Oh yeah, they'd be unique because they made Court unique because he has a scabbard for his sword. So
And Camelot because he has a shield.
Yep. See, and Guy, a great sword because he has an axe. So make that make sense.
Barrett's unique.
Axes have always been great swords in this game. The bronze axe has been a great sword since the release of this game.
Yeah, but no one else has an axe, a true axe, like my boy. He was disrespected. He should have got unique. In my opinion.
No, that would be bad.
I don't think so, and the reason I say that is because I actually used White Greatsword as one of my Crevassy codes, and he ended up playing a part in that.
Wait, you used Guy and Crevassy?
Yeah, I used a Guy, Paladin, Cecil, and I can't remember who the third.
General Leo?
That would be
It could have been.
White Greatsword.
Well, no, because there was an FR. I think.
It wasn't a white greatsword.
No,
It's the only
maybe.
White Greatsword.
Yeah, no. So I don't. I think it was triple greatsword, but white. It was like 2 white and 1 other color. I don't know.
The Vane?
No. I used Vane in a different team. It's not important. The important thing is I did use Guy in the thing, and because he used a greatsword, he fit in there, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if it was. Right, Pinello. That's who it was. Thanks, Excalibur. Knows my own videos better, knows my own stuff better than I do. Yeah, it was. I did triple white with 1 dagger, 2 greatswords, and apparently Guy was on my Pinello team. That doesn't make sense. Why did I do that? Anyway, where are we? We're getting off.
Protection. I'm
Yeah,
going to take my perfect off now because I want to use Guy. I'm Guy, and
There
I
we
didn't
go.
use Guy. You did, so I'm just going to get.
Who's my guy now?
It's me, Blart. I'm Guy.
You can have him.
Where's my?
I don't think anyone really wants him. He's not very good.
I want him because I'm Guy. So, yeah.
Let me tell you, with Paladin Cecil actually like making him defend the party, it worked okay. But
Let's get back into.
back to Jessie and stuff.
Yes.
Excalibur actually raised a great point, which I want to touch on because it's kind of how I feel, which is really wish this character showed up earlier in the game's life cycle because she would have been. I think she would have been tremendous during Chaos or Lufania, but in Shinryu, I don't know if I feel that way.
Let's talk about it because I don't know how she works at all, but I got her stuff, so I'm considering building her because I like weird characters that no one likes, and maybe I could take a stance. I love to be what's the word for when you're like against everything someone says you're saying no. What is that?
Contrarian, iconoclast, raw
Contrarian,
light.
but like there's an easier word for it. That's a $5 word. What's the $2 word for contrarian?
What is it?
Try hard hipster.
Devil's advocate? No, it's a synonym for contrarian, but it's like a $2 word.
Asshole?
Jesus Christ. Contrarian synonyms.
All right. We're busting into the thesaurus here. But I mean, like the thing with Jessie for me is like she looks fine. Her whole deal is she has good auras. She has like Paladin Cecil level damage, which is like good support damage, not good like damage but good damage for a support. It's all relative, I guess. Good auras, and then like she delays and pulls up allies range style, and that fundamentally that's a solid kit. I just look at her, I'm like, okay, well, why though? Like, do I really need you at this point? Like, what do you like? Fusoya brings something unique with that, like that kind of that eye brave kind of refund between attacks thing. Slice brings something unique with the dark trap thing. Like, new characters have to. I mean, Jack Garland brings something unique, just punching things in the face and saying "fuck." Like,
Yes.
new characters, I think, need to bring something unique for me. And I look at Jessie and I'm like, I think Sid Raines does everything you do and then some, if I'm not mistaken. That's an oversimplification, but you see what I mean, right?
Auras. Don't she have good auras? If she's a support, surely she's got some good auras.
Yeah, just quite solid auras.
Okay, see, so there you go.
They're lewd level, I would say.
Yeah, they're very strong.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need those auras? Like, honestly, I think the biggest issue with Jessie as a character right now is that she doesn't have a BT.
Yeah.
And, like, we all have the foresight to know that literally 1 month from now, every single new FR is going to have a BT.
Is that true? That close?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it's after Garnet Cycle, which is next month.
Who's the first new character?
Neon from Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah, that's fine. Is that when the echoes come?
Yeah, Echoes start at the end of this month.
What?
It's crazy. I know time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude, it feels like that just happened in JP like so recently. Does that mean Quina's like pretty soon?
Couple months.
Surprise!
I don't know
coming
exactly
soon,
when.
Are we gonna catch up to them faster now that they're? Wait, that doesn't make sense. That would be a dumb question. Wait, no, I can save it. I don't think it's dumb. Maybe. No, it is.
Go
dumb.
for it.
If they're, I was gonna ask if they're slowing down, and we go at the same speed when we catch them, but I guess that makes no sense because when we get to the point where they slow down, we will also slow down. So, is that?
Yeah, and that's
Presumably,
that's the end of next month. Like the second half of next month is when we go to 1 event per week.
Jesus.
This is sort of, you could almost look at this as kind of a field test for that, you know?
Well, here we go. Treatwood's saying it's not that dumb because Nidre is hoping, or I guess not saying that it will, but hoping that they keep our schedule as it is to catch up eventually with JP. That could be cool. Then all the JP players could just switch to global because.
Yeah, surely they'll just abandon their like very built-up account to start fresh in global.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I mean, being able to read is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, trust me. When I learned how to, like a couple years ago, changed my whole life. Reading.
No comment. Yeah, reading. It's what's for. I'm crossing my metaphor.
It's
Learn to read.
fundamental.
Kids. Stay in school, kids. Learn to read.
I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I keep menuing. I'm not a good menuer.
You should probably level your character to 90.
Yeah, menuing's hard for me. I think I want to buy her armor. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm buying her armor.
Is that a menuing problem, or is that just like you don't know what you're doing problem?
Yes, I know. I'm. What is the
Why
word?
not both?
No, what's the word you say? I'm not doing very good with words today. Here we go. Weaponized
Sorry.
incompetence. That's my name on here because that's how Samegi described me to my face. So, yeah.
Yeah, I did. It was accurate, so I stand by it.
Something's happening in my house.
What kind of something? Like a cool fun party something?
Like a howl, some sort of howling,
Oh, is your house haunted?
like an animalistic howl. Maybe it could be a ghoul.
Cool.
Yeah, it could be like a ghoul situation.
Spooky
Are you
ghoul.
familiar? Yeah, like a spooky sprite type.
I've heard. I know someone who's pretty good at dealing with those sorts of things. I have his cell phone on speed dial for if I ever needed help with that kind of thing.
True.
That reminds me that I need to show my government ID tonight.
God.
Let's get down to brass tacks here. Why does Jessie suck, and how can I argue? Because you know I am very contrarian. I guess I'll settle on that word. That's not the word I wanted, but I can't. My brain don't work good, so I can't think of the word I wanted. But I love to be a contrarian. So give me a reason to defend Jessie, because I want it.
I mean, my take on this character is I don't think like she's not the worst character they ever released. She's not like Sabin level bad. As far as an FR, her FR is very restrictive
So let's go through it.
to get the full bonus, which is kind of
What's the
okay.
What's the FR? What do we need? What do
So
we
there
need
are
to...
3 conditions for her FR.
Okay, that's a good start.
The easiest one to hit is 40% for acting after an ally's turn, kind of like Onion Knight's FR. And that one she can kind of help you hit pretty easily because she delays the enemies, lines up your own turns after another. That one you're probably hitting with whoever's in the party for 40%. 20% is doing ranged damage.
Easy.
Is that easy?
Bring ranged characters.
This was the same kind of issue that came up with Balthier, because
Yeah.
the thing becomes, it's not just about bringing ranged characters, it's about bringing ranged characters who synergize with the other components. I will
Right.
say
And
you keep
they're-
it.
and I was gonna say also they're just the majority of characters are not ranged.
I can name a bunch of ranged characters.
Yeah, you could. How many of them are like good current characters, and how many different teams can you run this FR
Okay,
in?
you ready?
How many of those
Count
good
me
characters will...
Kane,
Okay.
Well, we've done it, team. I appreciate that Chivoid actually has 2 examples in the chat, which are actually good examples. That actually kind of reminds me of... So, Jessie's FR kind of reminds me in a way... Treevoid's mentioning Cypher and RNA as great FR partners.
Aranea.
Good Raw, you're right. RNA is one.
Yeah, that's probably like the best character to bring with Jessie is like Arnea.
Yeah, RNA and Cypher. Both because the
Cypher's not good to bring because then you have to have Cypher in your party, and he's
other...
like
Hey now.
he's almost a year old at this point.
That's fair. That is fair.
His
Yeah.
C90 was last March.
Jesus
My
Lord,
God.
really?
Yeah, it was Rems IW.
Holy cow, that...
It's got to be one of the oldest characters right now, untouched, right? I mean,
A lot of the early C90s are still untouched, I think.
I mean, yeah, like
Strago hasn't. I mean, Strago's getting a rework, but he was one of the early
Queen.
C90s. Noel, Queen.
Queen, Noel. I mean, Noel is kind of a meme in JP because he still hasn't gotten force enhancements yet, I don't think.
Correct.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's rough.
See,
But
Lock
anyway,
got reworked.
the point being, so Jessie's FR kind of reminds me of like a Vayne's FR, because kind of similar, like with she can drive it herself well enough. In order to kind of make the most of it, you need to build a team around it. In Vayne's case, because it relies on those melee follow-ups from like Yang or Core or whatever. In Jessie's case, because because she doesn't have a BT. And so like you can build a team, but it's a specific team you have to build versus, you look at like a Lilith set or a Jack Garland or
Pinello.
a Pinello, or even like something like a Dorgan, like who have just a much wider swath of partners they can bring that doesn't pigeonhole you into either a suboptimal team or a very specific team. I actually made with Machina. I made kind of a similar argument in that, like, in order to hit all of Machina's classifications, there's a very, very small pool of people who can hit that. The varying turn rate and the off turn damage and all the different pieces of his thing, melee and all that. In Machina's case, because he has his BT and because it's an off turn FR and you can just do the stack off turn damage, the different pieces kind of combine together to be, and he also has the HP cap passive in the FR. The selling point of Jessie's FR is that if you hit all the conditions, it gives you plus 80% on turn, which is a lot generic across. Like, it's not like one of those, oh, Jessie has to be the one acting. It's anytime any party member acts and hits all the conditions, plus 80. Which would be awesome if Pinello wasn't giving us a free plus like 75 or whatever just for existing. If Pinello, like Pinello's right there, like right over there. Does that make sense? I don't know if the numbers.
Yeah, I definitely can see the argument that like, and I did invest in fully build my Jessie because I think it's a fun playstyle and I enjoy the character. But there's just like her style of turn manipulation and delay and stuff is not nearly as rare or strong as it used to be. Especially in an era where so many people are going for like off turn teams.
Yeah, that's another thing worth mentioning is that right now, especially the way force time works, I mean, yes, it is still possible, not possible, but it's still pretty prevalent to do the blow up thing, charge your gauge, blow them up with a big damage dealer, but in general...
Those are BT damage dealers usually.
Yeah, it's main thing with most characters that come out are that you're sliding them into, well, maybe not most characters, but the prevalent, especially when you're doing challenge runs and stuff like that, it has been a Dare to Defy throughout a whole month is off turn. Off turn in force time is just so unbelievably broken because even if you're doing a bunch of damage on your turns, but there's no off turn, then it's just those 10 turns and then it's over. Off turns are just obviously it's like FR was almost built to encourage off turning, just by the nature of how it works, and obviously everyone's off turning because
speak up.
and it also feels good. Is it still
Do we ever
quiet?
mention what the third?
No, you didn't mention what the third one was. What is it?
Oh, it's manipulate either party or enemy turns. So that's like delays or ally turn manipulation. Which is not generic at all.
So no one else is going to hit that unless they delay?
No, I mean, like, that's why Arnea was suggested as an example.
And Cypher?
Noctis can hit all of them. Cypher can hit all of them.
Kane ZX hits it, but just on the end.
But again, like, there's... Cloud's LD hits it.
So,
But these aren't, like, good current characters for the most part. And... yeah.
Yeah, like I look at Jessie as a character. I'm like, okay, this is a cool character who, like, if this was like 2 years ago and we were like in Lufania or like, God help me, Chaos, like a character with like, even if the numbers were lower, like good auras plus like, oh, she has 2-turn delays in the kit and she has ally pull up. That would be just some great stuff. But nowadays, like, I feel like so many like every character has utility and use, whether it's just raw numbers or like some kind of special gimmicks or whatever. Like, but I don't know. With Jessie, I look and I'm like, okay, well, I want to like this character because I like Jessie from FF7 because that emotional attachment, whatever. But like, I just look, I'm like, okay, well, there. I mean, I guess she pulls characters up, and I already have like a couple of characters. I could use Ram or like range for that if that's my gimmick that I want to play with. So she's fine. She's decent. You can use her. I guess I always view my my role as a quote unquote content creator as like kind of.
Audio's gone. Yeah, I know it's my fault. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I took the audio off. Desktop audio device. Default. I was trying to fix my mic and I just made it. I fucked it up. I don't know. You were in a good vein there. You're kind of hitting. You were spitting a little bit, and then I literally just cut it off.
One thing I would also add that her call, she's a pretty good call. She has the turn manipulation on the base call and a 2-turn delay on her LD call, which is like pretty nice utility.
That is a pretty sweet call.
So if you are a new player, then I would probably pull for the LD to get the call.
That actually is the recommendation I wrote up on the community post that I do on my YouTube channel. Shameless plug. Um, basically said like feel free to pick her up to LD. I think that'd be a fine. That's not too deep an investment for a reasonably a good and usable and probably pretty fun character. Just I wouldn't invest in the FR. I think that's like a step too far for me in terms of like a quote unquote good investment. But I mean she's fine. She's honestly. She's probably in some ways better than some of the characters I was naming earlier, just by virtue of the fact that she's fundamentally solid.
Yeah. The other problem with this character that I would be remiss not to mention is that she has a horrible ultimate weapon type.
Gun.
Right.
Worst.
Gun.
Is my volume any better, chat? I went into my hyperdrive and twisted some toggles.
Can you guys even hear Raw at this point?
I toggled some. Still same volume. I don't know.
Dang, Raw. I got nothing. I would say like I got nothing. I mean, maybe resetting the stream would do it, but I don't want to do that at this point. We've already been going for an hour. We just need to get some real life subtitles at this point. Have you tried unplugging it, blowing on it, and plugging it back in? Yeah, but so yeah, Jessie is like she's fine. I feel like we probably need to just stop talking about her at this point. Biggs and Wedge for Defo when? And also, which Biggs and Wedge for Defo when?
The ones from FF6.
FF8. Gotta be FF8. They're hilarious. Can you hear me now? Is it better at all? Maybe? I took it off and glued on it, and I plugged the cords in the opposite way from where they were plugged in. Better and still same are the answers. So, all right, we'll just turn your TV up if you can't hear me enough. Turn your TV up. Did you guys do this fight yet?
We did technically, or I did. Technically.
Yeah, there is technically a Shinryu difficulty fight that exists.
Is this a new boss, or is this what kind of reskin is this? I can't really. I don't know what kind of reskin this is. What is that? What are these guys?
I mean, I would say like the wolf skin, but I think for new events they usually do something new. Like for the for Soya fight, they had those like the cool new skeleton dudes. I guess those are just like skeletons, aren't they? But they looked like cool skeletons. They fell apart. And, I don't know. But these guys are cool. Except I don't know if you guys noticed. Did you guys notice the typo in these guys' names? So they.
Sorry, I was trying to click on it so I could check to see if I saw it, but I think my audio is better because it's getting into the yellow when I talk now, and it normally didn't do that. So I think I fixed it.
Hey, good.
I'm gonna look at their name right now, Mark.
So I'm assuming they were trying to call it a mech panzer. Or no, wait, was it? Didn't someone say it was called a mech panzer?
That was
Panzer.
Panzer. I don't know. It's like German or something. I don't know.
Damn it. Okay, Excalibur tricked me and made me think that their name is Mad Panzer and not Gap Panzer. You know what?
Gotcha.
After years of providing good, reliable, quality information to the community, Excalibur has finally turned heel, has finally gone to the dark side and tricked me with misinformation. And by that I mean he made a joke and I thought he was being serious.
Well, he told me that I'm the best player in the game, and then he heard that you and me were fighting, and so I think he's just kind of, he's kind of backing his boy. You can't really complain too much. If you beef with one of us, you beef with all of us.
Wait, Ra, why are you doing Lufania without full synergy?
I don't know. I think I'm just doing. Yeah, I'm doing Jessie's ticket mission. Is that right?
Oh, yes. The ticket mission for Lufania? I thought it's Shinryu you need to do for.
It is.
No, not ticket. Chaos. The orbs. The orb thing. The ultimate weapon stuff. What are they called?
Oh, that. Yeah. Well,
I'm getting my ultimate weapon course.
Get those cores. That'll be fine. And also, speaking of Excalibur, shoutouts to he and was it Serial and Destrov? Is that the group who's doing it at this point? But they have a little talk show going on Fridays now.
Say it. Say what it is. Call it. Do it.
Memek, it's Memek time.
Yep.
Memek
What
time?
is it? It's not a show. It's what is it? Say it.
I'm not saying it.
Say it. That's what
I refuse.
They want to say it. It's a podcast. They are the body of TCC's not even cold in the ground, and they are pissing on their grave. So check out with them. Those guys are really cool. Deathstroth and who's the other one?
Deathstroth, Serial, and Excalibur.
Excalibur. I knew it was Excalibur. Serial.
Yeah, and so they'll stream on YouTube at they posted it in +8 or +6 GMT, which I want to say it's not 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Sorry guys, time zones are a mystery to me. I live on the East Coast of the United States, and that means there's no other time zone as far as we're concerned over here. So apologies for that.
Speak for yourself. Hold up, I don't live in Eastern time.
Post the video. Post the link, Xcal, and also we gotta call it the right thing. It's Mehmet.
Mamak time.
Mamak.
Mama K.
Mama San.
And somebody, you're right. I forgot that you're no longer in Florida. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations. On getting out of that hellhole. God almighty. The fight's easy, I guess. You guys said that there is technically a fight.
Well,
Does that mean it sucks?
I will say, for a fight with an instant kill mechanic, it is surprisingly non-lethal.
The instant kill is non-lethal?
The fight is non-lethal. The instant kill is in fact lethal. I guess unless you ICO it.
I don't.
Essentially, this is a fight that you're expected to no turn because it features a turn manipulator. So you're not gonna see like any mechanics unless you for some reason give it more turns than you have to.
Let's do it on the. Let's show off why Dare to Defy 2 is so much better. Dare to Defy 2, D2D2, fight number 2. Look, this is D2D2, part 2. Let's do it on the Dare to Defy screen, and then it'll clear it. This is a quality of life, folks. Only for the stone cold killers like us, the veterans. What?
There's something about that we should worth mentioning that I think is very unfortunate.
What is it?
Which is that if you clear it through the Dare to Defy, you can't also do the ticket mission at the same time for bringing Jessie.
Wait. So that's probably what Trevoid is bitching about in chat. Yep, it is. Sure enough, Crybaby bonus ticket guy hates the quality of life. Of course. What's new? So you still to do the ticket. Well, actually, are you really gonna want to use the character in their own fight in Dare to Defy?
That's literally the best place to bring them. Yes.
Well, not like a burst character like Pinello. You could use her other places, so you're gonna have to do the fight twice anyway because you don't want to lock in someone in the. Well, this sucks.
It does kind of render the whole completing both fights in one go through moot. That said, it still is quality of life because there's some people like me who just don't care enough about the tickets and are just like not gonna do the mission if I haven't built the character and want to use them. So I think it's definitely an improvement. And I appreciate it. Yeah, I'd say.
But it could be better.
Could be better. This is the Pedro Pascal from Wonder Woman in 1985 meme, right? The life is good, but it could be better. Are we still making that joke? Is that joke still like relevant?
I never made that joke.
I feel like that was like 2019? I forget when that movie came out. It's an old joke at this point. And
the best kind of joke is the joke where you have to explain it afterwards.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, I'm a big fan of those kinds of jokes.
That's comedy.
Let me tell you. That is comedy, baby.
That's show business.
That is not show. They don't let you into show business if you try to do that.
I think I just swallowed a fucking bug.
Oh god.
So let's do something for the people. Let's do a little guessing game. We like to play a game here on the live stream where you can win tons and tons of sweet prizes. will I perfect, meaning beat it without and all the missions. Delicious. Will I beat it and all the missions on my first try? It's betting. It's like sports betting. Oh, that is delicious. Somebody throw it up there. We got a Soraya. Could you throw up a
You know what? I'll do it because. Yeah, I'll go ahead and.
And you might,
do the deed.
if you're gonna bet against me, you might want to pay attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, they want to see the team first.
Yeah, that's fair.
You might want to pay attention to what I'm doing because I am actually reading what the fight does. That's actually way too much words. I'm not doing that. I'll do this.
See, I don't know how long this will last, but
I'll do this. I'll do this at least. Physical brave damage up. Increases party. Okay, they're not going to hit me. I'm no turning them. Attack down. Lowers the party's attack. That's not good. Increases the party's physical brave. They're not going to hit me, so that doesn't matter. Raises party's speed. Why do they want to raise my speed? Wait, why are they raising my speed?
it's their party. That's the enemy party.
What makes them faster? Huh? Removes on debuffs.
Howdy, Theo. Good to see you. You got to read it out loud, otherwise, come
I
on.
don't get it. I don't get it.
It's a mystery.
I don't want to use Jessie actually because I don't have her FR built and I don't have her summon passive picked out, so I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna just do my actual Dare to Defy team. We're no turning it, right? So who's good for no turning? Maybe like
Cypher. Run Cypher. Definitely. Yeah.
maybe like a Cloud of Darkness RNA third. Is that possible? Raw is still quiet. Yeah, turn up your TV, or if you're watching it on a microwave, turn it up on your microwave. It's not me, it's you. I want to bring a good strong third to crank up my damage. What does Fusoya do?
You know, Moonstone.
Paralyzes.
He does paralyze.
So maybe I'll turn it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make them paralyzed on their turns, so I don't have to no turn them. Are you guys gonna talk about the fight before I try it to help me a little bit?
No.
When have we
Not
ever
until
done
your team's locked in. I don't want to influence the gambling that's going on.
All right, this is my team.
All right. Once we're in the fight, I'll go ahead and start us off.
I'm gonna bring calls that do that too because you know you never know with a team that. Maybe I'll bring a call to protect me right before their first time attack, and then 2 delay calls. What's the best delay call? Cloud still?
Jessie?
Cypher, because he would do it on both skills, right?
Doesn't he have to put his debuff on him?
He has debuff.
Just
start.
wave start.
All right, Cypher, a mid-Italian.
Bring Jessie call. Show it off to the people.
Jessie, what game is she in? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Where does it go? Oh man, I'm scrolling too fast. All right, this is the team though.
Did you do her LD boards?
Yeah.
Yoshi Pasta, we rely on you to do that, to capture the moment when it happens.
Oh, she's down here at the bottom because I didn't do her other boards. All right. Clip Raw dying on Mechanicless fight. No, they're not moving, baby. This is my Dare to Defy team. This is good. This is I always filter by boards, XCal. because it's the best way. Because all the characters that you use are at the top, and all the ones you don't use are at the bottom. Think about it that way.
Imagine having characters whose boards aren't done.
I mean, like, not summon boards, the other boards.
Yeah, you don't have all those done?
No, I don't have all their weapons. How am I supposed to? Very familiar team. Theo, is this the team you ran? Wait, is this team taken from my guy Theologica Gaming? Can someone confirm that? I just built this team from scratch, so that just shows that great minds think alike. Why is there a cat? When Treeboy said, because they're robot cats. Are you?
They're panthers. They're mecha panthers.
Panzer is like a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like, aren't they like mecha panzers? Is what they called them?
Yeah, Panzer.
Yeah, panzer.
Look at all that damage. Look at all that RNA damage, baby. It is a cat. It's a robot cat. Do you see how it sits? How do you use RNA again? What's her overhead?
They even have like the cat drill missile things like my cat has.
Her overhead is what gives her the re-break on every button.
That's fine. It's already up. It's good. Look at all that damage. Game is
damage right there.
So slow. Holy fuck.
Chugging along, man.
Good Lord Jesus. All right,
Oh,
we're gonna work on technical issues behind the scenes this week. Don't worry, folks.
Oh, will we though?
Yeah.
No, I'll say.
Yeah. I'm
Who
gonna
is
call you guys
we,
in.
and when will
Us.
you actually do this?
All of us. I'm gonna call you guys in on a Saturday. We're gonna burn the midnight oil, as they say.
Just so you're clear, we're gonna wait the full week and then deal with the problem 2 days before the stream.
Yes, I've got a busy.
By 2 days before you stream, you mean like 10 minutes before the stream?
Hey, don't be pulling back the curtain too much.
There's some buttons that I can press in my computer that'll make everything run better. I know for a fact. Like there's definitely something computers do. Right?
Then why don't you hit those buttons?
I don't know where they are. I can't find them.
They got Zelda.
Can't push any buttons.
Whose FR am I using here, folks? Take a guess. Because they don't work together at all. None of them. They don't work good. I guess.
Let's see. This is an exciting mystery for me.
What is her LD?
I assumed RNA is.
14 turns Magitech Lance. Okay, so her LD buff is her overhead. Her.
Yeah.
This is this. We're not doing a lot of damage, so let's get a. Oh, did I force enhance Oranea, or is she at 10? Doesn't matter really. We're not doing much damage to him. That's okay. That's okay. Let's charge the gauge. Let's do gauge charge Ramus. Gauge charge Ramus is. Why is this lagging? Why is you too quiet? Why is this lagging? Why is that? It's because internet and technology is hard. That's my answer. Can you hear me, or is my mic still too low? Internet technology is hard. That's all I can tell you. That's why. That's what's happening. Look at all that damage. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. My goodness. Yeah, 98%, pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. This is gonna go great. I did find it kind of interesting that they went with like a 3-turn boss fight for like no turning. I guess because Jessie has like AoE delays and pulling allies up to make it harder, because that's easier to deal with. What I'm saying is like most delaying characters, you know, they don't delay everything AoE, so a 3-target fight is a little harder to be delaying stuff with. Case in point, how Raw just delayed A with Cloud of Darkness, and it's, you know, only A got delayed. I guess it's just to sell the turn manipulation. I don't know. I'm trying to overanalyze this dumb fight where like they just look at you and kind of stare at you.
Did you see what I just did? That was a good smart move.
Damn.
Let's That's why you guys come here. Why is she not doing any damage?
Gameplay.
Because it's split damage across 3 targets, and you have 4 auras.
I have Ramza.
Yeah, but his BT's not up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna burst with Cloud of Darkness, so I just gotta deal with it for now. I think.
Oh hell yeah! The Lenna BT showcase is out. Once you died here, let's watch that.
You guys really think I'm gonna die?
Yes.
Why? What is the? Just go ahead and tell me what the secret is about the fight, then. What's
You
the
gotta
big
bring
secret?
good auras.
Huh?
You gotta bring the good auras.
I've got
Auras
Ramza.
do good damage.
Ramza's the aura guy. Look, I'm used to people telling me that I can't do a fight, so I'm fine.
I mean, I believe in you, and honestly, most of the people believe in you too. Howdy, 40. Good to see you, man.
What's up, 40 the Broadway saying in the chat? What's up, brother? What does her LD call do? Why was I told to bring it?
A 2-turn AoE delay.
Does her base call do the other thing that she?
That's it's turn manipulation, so you can pull an ally's turn forward with the base call.
These breaks are helping me out. Am I really gonna die? Why am I not doing any damage? I'll just get a big, huge, fat.
Well, that turn you didn't do any damage because you pressed Brave Plus.
We doing okay, 40. It's well, we're hanging in there. Raw's doing damage as best he can to these mecha kiddies.
I'm doing great, honestly.
We are fighting though, he and I. We're beefing pretty hard.
Yeah, there's some behind the scenes drama. They'll make it behind the music about us one day on VH1. You guys ever watch VH1?
It's gonna be some compelling content too. Honestly, probably more entertaining than the actual stream, but you know, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna kill him in one burst phase. Did you hear that?
All right, I'm excited to see it.
It's gonna go great.
It's gonna go great. I'm gonna kill them in one burst phase with Cloud of Darkness. Here's how I'm gonna do it.
All right.
This is what steps. This is. Let me tell y'all something. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. Okay? I don't think y'all seem to get that. If you saw my Crevassy runs, you know. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. So, everyone who bet against me, watch as I show you how it's actually done. Get her burst up too. Yeah, we're blowing all of our bursts for one massive burst damage phase. Okay? I just realized that. Ooh, Cloud of Darkness is FRs for magic stuff, right? Nobody does magic in
Yep.
here.
That is the case.
Oh, I assumed you're using RNA as FR.
Yeah, maybe I'll use RNA as FR. Doesn't that do good stuff?
Yeah, it does.
Party member delays enemy turn. Ooh, I can do that with everyone. HP damage deals critical brave damage. Okay. Inflicting break delays target one turn. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it's a good FR.
Yeah, I think it'll do good here.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. You guys want to do that? Boom.
I would
Yeah,
love
let's
to
do
see
that.
you do that.
Please do that.
And for all you fucking weeds in chat, that was not Gojo. That was actually Buddha. Not Buddha from the other weeb anime. The actual real Buddha. From Buddhism.
But
I do have to ask though, because this was a no boss turn run, so we better not see any boss turns. Is all I'm saying.
Will they kill me on their turn if I get the turn?
It's a mystery. Honestly, it's impossible to say.
Well, I kind of set this up for an RNAS specific. Let's just really empty the tank here. You know what I mean?
Empty that tank.
Let's just empty the tank. See how close we can get him. He's dead.
You gotta believe. You gotta do it.
Look at all that damage. Look at all that Ramus damage.
Ramus damage. My God.
Look at this. We're doing fine. 196 after one turn. Look at that. 73 every turn. This is fine. This is actually great and fine.
I think Arne is like an underrated FR, I gotta say.
It's a very good FR if you can hit the condition.
And I, because I'm the honored one, I can hit the conditions. That's what I'm doing.
So are you
now.
bursting?
I think so, and then I'll have one turn left to summon.
Yeah, it sounds like the dream.
I would like to have more than 3 of her overhead when I go into a burst. I would like to have 5 actually. 5 would be.
That's the number.
Yeah, 5 would be the ideal. This is actually a really bad burst phase right now because I don't know what to do at all because I only have 3 of the overhead and I need 5 of it so I can do it and then do it again and then do it again. Her big button here.
No.
Who?
If only there were other buttons you could press that would increase that number to get to 5.
I don't want to waste my LD so early.
If only there were other buttons you could press that would raise that number.
I don't want to waste my EX that early.
Elixir syndrome for skills.
You really don't know how this character works, do you?
I do, I just forgot. I mean, I could... How do I work? I need to get a break. I need a break so I get more of the overhead. I don't want to use the S2. Because the S2's not good unless it's upgraded.
I would agree with that. You definitely don't want to push that button.
Somebody said S2 in the chat. And I just wanted to point out that I'm the best at this character. I know how to use it. Alright, I'm going to use the EX.
I believe in you.
See it?
Here we go.
Man, that really sucks. Maybe if they unbreak inside this, it'll help me. Her LD gives her 5 automatically, right? So
Yeah.
hit him with this guy, then an LD, then that guy again, then the FR. Then there should be
Here
dead.
we go.
Oops. Oops. I got no battery.
I've done that before.
And I have very different definitions of what a dead enemy looks like, I feel.
You don't think they're gonna be dead? They're already at 87%.
Oh dear.
This is not going. This
Yeah, that's basically 0.
You know, 0 adjacent.
Well, you know,
Pretty
you
much.
gotta keep in mind, Brother's summon's gonna do 10 million damage. So.
Fair.
I fucked that brave. I fucked that burst phase up pretty bad. Tree Void says, good thing there's 4 FR uses available in this party. Yeah, but Ramza's down to 7 turns of his whatever that's called. What is that called?
You know the thing.
Burst phase. Burst effect.
Yeah, burst phase, that's the one.
Remember we wanted to call this show Burst Phase? I did, and everyone turned and
Yeah.
everyone said no.
Yeah, no, because that would have... Yeah, no.
That would have been so much better. In the chat,
I
what's
thought-
better, Burst Phase, like Raw Life wanted to call the show, or the Lifestream, like everyone else? Let me know in chat. This is good. This is good. This is gonna be fine. It's just gonna take a while. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that damage. Look at all that brave damage. 4,000 per hit. I don't know what.
You have an ultimate weapon at all?
Yeah, I have a 5 of 5 on there. I don't know why she's doing that, man. I really don't. It's kind of a huge bummer.
Probably the attack down and brave damage resistance that they have from their force gauge, if I had to
Yeah,
guess.
that would do it.
Why didn't y'all tell me that before I went?
You literally read it out loud on the stream.
2,000 brave damage, folks.
Oof.
I think we might be in.
Uh-oh.
Who voted against me? I want to know.
It's a small number of people. Definitely not our loyal and beloved mod. God, that animation is taking so long.
That's cool though. It lets you see like how the animation works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Let's just see really get into the nitty gritty of it.
What does more, her upgraded S2 or her EX?
I honestly have no idea. You have to just run the numbers. Which one is a cooler animation?
The EX. 3-hit Magic Brave and HP over 6 times.
There we go. Plus it has cooler
And you
animation.
can watch it slowly. Look at it slowly happening right in front of our faces.
Yeah, there we
Every single
go.
One of those 2 million or 200. Oh, it was every single one of those was 2 million. That's very cool. I'm gonna kill that one too fast. I wonder if they get mad. Oh, we get a big chunky. Didn't even break them. What is happening? This is not gonna work for me, guys. Look, you can see every frame though. How cool is that? It's like, look, ooh,
Really?
ooh.
Yeah, no, it really lets you
Ooh.
appreciate the detail that goes into
Yeah.
these animations.
I love this. This is great.
Chad, are you guys enjoying the show here? Are you having fun enjoying these pristine animation grabs? Frames, that's the word. Thank you. Frames.
Frame by frame, baby. One of her buffs is about to fall off. Magitech armament. S1 maybe?
Main reason I don't use RNA is I have no idea what any of her buttons do or any of her buffs, like which ones connect to which.
It was S1. I'm a genius.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's correct.
The people have spoken. The live stream is better than burst phase.
4 to
That is
3.
kind of-
That was pretty close.
It was close. It was close. I was a little misleading the way I said that, but yeah, no. Still not good enough, but better than credit where credit's due. If for whatever reason if we ever get sued or something and have to change our name, burst phase is a viable alternative.
Yep, and also...
Wait, but if we're getting sued, wouldn't you also get sued for burst phase? Like,
No, you can't. That's...
There's a double jeopardy law, so we're
Common
not allowed
use.
to be sued. Yeah, common use. Thanks.
Common law.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, we're safe. I know some law. I know mostly bird law, but I could stand up in a court of law and protect our company.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to learn how to do computers, and we're going to do the burst phase. It's like a 5-minute Sports Center clip show of the live stream. So I take all the best moments from the live stream, and it's like 5 minutes. You have a little cup of coffee, and you watch burst phase of this week's live stream. Live stream number 69, burst phase, and it's like, see, it fits with the. I don't know. I got a lot of great ideas up here in the noggin, in the old noggin. Just trust me.
Sometimes they even translate to the show.
Sometimes.
That was me. I said. I know we're fighting right now, but that was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Not acceptable.
Fair.
Back to normal speed. That's right, Maddles.
Here we go. I hope you guys all enjoyed that live slideshow. That sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Good one, Dad. RGD.
Good one, Father.
Thank
you, Papa. Thank you, Papa, for the joke. May I have another? I'm feeling great, guys. I think that even though it looks bad and the whole fight I'll have to be dealing with whatever affects their force time is, I personally think that I can outwork it. I can just be better.
You just got to be better.
Does that make sense?
It's that easy. Just be better.
Yeah, I will just be better.
There we go.
My good sweet
That's
Princess RNA, just doing so much brave damage. Wait, so who is the best Defo player? I don't know. Go ask Chat GPT because it's actually learned from the community speaking to it so much, and it agrees that I am the best player. It's like a known Chat GPT function now. You're looking at him right here. Yeah. So I've been in contact with the world record, the book. What's that book called? Guinness World Record book.
Yep.
World record for best Defo player, and they said to stop calling their office, but I think that maybe in the next couple of years I'll get a full page spread. World record, best Defo player, and you're seeing it right here. Honestly, it looks like it's not going well, but I would say it's going fine. I'm just gonna take four. I'm gonna take 4 FRs to win.
Yeah, that'll go great.
You can't take them with you. Why? If I bring 4 FRs, why would I not use 4 FRs? You feel me?
You paid for 4
That's a very good point.
Yeah, you're gonna use 4 FRs.
XCal says you have no way of bringing them out of force time. I'm just gonna not
Oh boy, here it comes.
When they hit 1 turn force time, they will kill somebody. I'm not gonna let them get a turn.
Yeah, just break them.
Are they unbreakable now?
No, you're just doing like 1,000 brave damage.
How about that? How about that for a call?
There we go. Oh, there we go.
How about that for a call? How about that?
You meet a Italian.
Wait, are they healing every single time I hit them?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, it's not the most healing we've seen from an enemy during their force time.
Yeah, they don't heal all the damage. They still take damage.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh.
Can't believe so many people voted to think you would win this on the first try.
Baited and outsmarted.
Also, I really wish no one had told him about the like 1 turn force time thing, because that would have been really funny.
That was what I was waiting for, because the fight doesn't have a whole lot going on except for the.
That's the only thing that this fight does, pretty much.
Yeah, the one thing they have is a pretty rough force time. So if you prevent them from getting it or cancel it, then it's okay. But otherwise, it's rough. It's some rough stuff, my guy.
Yeah, I can't do this. This is dead.
Correct.
Yep.
No one was gonna tell me about the healing.
No, of course not.
That makes you guys feel like
I'm trying.
Huh?
No, it's about keeping the competition fair for the people who voted their points.
I forgot they healed.
I'm sick and tired of being played for a fool. I can't read.
You read on stream.
I am asking you guys to explain the basics of the fight. That's not cheating. And no one is explaining to me the big...
Hold up.
It's a massive heal in their force time. All you had to say was, hey, how are you going to deal with the force time? Heal when they heal during their force time.
That's a lot of words, Rob.
But
we're not paid by
has everyone already forgotten before you started this fight when you were like, hey, look what I'm doing, and you were reading the description of the bosses?
Look at Treevoid in chat begging for his channel points like just on his knees groveling. You can still do this. You have 3 force times. Yeah, I'm doing 20% of whatever damage I do. I would rather...
Once Ramza's VT effect wears off, you're going to be doing 20% of ones, probably.
It's not looking good there, Chief.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want my co-hosts to help me win. I want my co-hosts to help me do good. I'm tired of doing bad. I don't want to lose. I want to win. I don't want to lose. I want to win.
You know, I
want to win. Sick of this, dude. I'm sick of this.
I made you an entire YouTube video about how to beat the fight on my channel. You could have just gone and checked there and copied the team. Just a YouTube / Bl'Artifo. Here we go. And
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not pleased. I'm less. As a matter of fact, I'm less than pleased.
I'm thrilled.
With my chat, with my co-hosts, and we've been doing this for 69 episodes.
Nice.
69 episodes. Hashtag nice.
nice.
And you guys still, like children, wish to see me in pain.
Correct. Yes.
Why do you wish pain upon me?
Because it's entertaining.
Why does the community wish to see pain? It says a lot about everyone as people.
Final Fantasy X fans?
There's one way you can still win. There's a workaround. The instant kill can be bypassed. Go ahead, Treeboyd. Save your channel points. Because I'm not going to... If I know how to do it, I'm not going to admit that I know how to do it. And I don't know how to do it. I don't have any calls that'll keep it from killing me. Give me the cheat. Give me the code. What's the cheat code? Only A can do the instant kill. That's a lie. Is he lying? Is that a trick?
I mean, like I said, I forgot the heal even happened, so I have no idea how the instant kill mechanic works.
Oh, so you have to kill it. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm simply not interested in that. That's not something I'm interested in.
Treeboyd, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I think your channel points may be forfeit at this rate. I do apologize.
Here's a crazy idea. Let me spitball here. If you vote for me to win, maybe in chat throw me a little bone. Say, hey, buddy. By the way, you don't know how this fight works, so let me give you a tiny little hint. They're gonna heal 80% of their HP damage unless you keep them out of force time.
I mean,
The ghoul is back. There is a
that's scary. That is spooky, and it's also out of season because it's not October. I don't like this.
No, there's like plenty of different seasons for ghosts. There's like the Ghost of Christmas Past.
But ghouls?
Yeah.
There is a diabolical specter. I've been visited upon by a paranormal specter. Has this ever happened on Twitch TV? Twitch.tv?
I mean, I've never heard of any sort of like, paranormal haunting type of. Well, this is looking spooky. I don't know if I like this.
There's a ghoul.
Is that a ghoul?
That just looks like a doorway.
Well,
Now it's just a close up of your nose.
no, I don't think so.
It doesn't. Is that a ghoul? Is that the ghoul?
Can you guys see my camera?
It's pointing like directly at your nose.
I don't think so.
I mean, this is very spooky. I will say this is
I'm terrified. Yeah,
deeply unnerving.
unsettling,
What was that?
disturbing.
Is Lincoln there to keep you safe?
Let me tell you something.
It's yeah.
I don't need nothing to keep me safe. Liberty and justice. Okay? Okay? Simon? Garfunkel. That's what keeps me safe. Mine own hand. I am kept safe by mine own hand.
Did
Anyway.
Simon and Garfunkel break up?
Sorry to take you guys down that. There is definitely some sort of paranormal activity happening, but obviously that's neither here nor there. This is a defo stream. Guys, I'm gonna have to go check on it. Can you guys talk about
Yeah.
why I lost this fight? Maybe it's a animal. Maybe it's like a small raccoon. Maybe there could be
Okay. Go deal with the ghoul. Jeez. Okay. So well.
Why did we lose this fight? Well, because you did it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of It was kind of. The one thing I like about this fight, I will say, is I feel like it's been a while since we've like really had to interact with the force gauge in a way like this. Not that it was hard to do, but like for recent fights, I feel like have been more like oh, they get their force time, and that's just kind of a thing. Like this was like you really want to like either cancel or prevent that force time. I guess I don't know. There's not that much to say about it. I mean, the design is kind of cool. The little Panzers, Excalibur. Not gonna forget that.
Yeah, I just feel like it needed something else. Like it doesn't even have HP threshold attacks or anything.
I think the awkward thing is like when you're selling a no-turn style team, you don't want to put too many things they have to work around in it. Actually, I'd argue you do in order to create a more engaging play experience, but like
After the backlash from the Vayne Lufania Plus.
that's like that was a good fight because it taught you how to use a turn delayer in fights where mindlessly delaying into oblivion wasn't the optimal strategy. Oh, thank God he's alive. I was scared.
It takes more than that to kill him.
Is the bull moose dead outside? What happened?
Pay the people.
Okay, we're paying the people. Sorry, Tree Void. You did your best. I applaud the effort.
At least I didn't die. You know?
It's true. You did not die.
Yet.
No, in the game. There's nothing that a ghoulish specter could do to kill me. Can't happen. That wouldn't happen to me. But I don't know what it was. I think maybe there could be some kind of animal. I don't believe in the paranormal, so maybe there's just some, like a critter, like a little, like a woodland critter, maybe scurrying about. Something's definitely knocking stuff around. I turned on the lights just to be safe. But that's not what the show's about. Maybe next October we'll have a ghost hunting excursion in my haunted house. But this is a defo show. It's the defo show. Now that TCC has gone the way of the dinosaurs, I'd like to make an announcement that we're the best show. And I won't take questions. We are definitely the best show. And it's a defo show. So let's talk about defo. We're almost out of time to talk about defo. So if my lovely co-hosts, what else can we talk about? What else do you guys need? Do you have any burning questions?
Actually, I think I know how I'd like to conclude things. The Lenna BT showcase was posted from what I see.
Perfect.
Let's end with that.
Let's do that.
I think we could all use a little pick-me-up, a little cheering up after Soraya once again robbed the people of their points.
Soraya paid the people out wrong.
No, I paid the people out, but Soraya was the main beneficiary of said payout.
This guy. This
guy.
We're gonna have all hands on deck live stream faculty. What is the word? Faculty. Staffalty. We're gonna have a staff meeting this week. We're gonna work on the volume issues, and I'm gonna have a chat about insider trading. You ever heard of the SEC, buddy? Financial fair play laws. You don't bet against the host of the show. It's not a good look. Someone send me the. Let's try not to expose my Discord DMs again. That was embarrassing. Luckily, my best friend and confidant, Bl'Artagnan, went in to the VOD and, with some computer know-how, removed that piece. So, thank you for that, Blart.
Sadly, I only know how to do that and not how to fix the volume on the stream.
How do I find the? Where's the Lenna video?
Someone who isn't me, could you DM Raw Life the Lenna video? I have no idea where you find it. I just, like, as I've said earlier in the stream, I don't pay attention to JP, my guy. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't
sorry.
know. Go ahead. Okay, I'll go ahead. No, you go ahead.
But no,
I'll go. Okay, go ahead.
We're fighting again.
I sent it. Okay.
In fact, everyone in the chat, if you can all just DM Raw, either send him the video, or if you don't have the video, just anything. I want his notifications to blow the fuck up.
What fresh hell is this? Please back off. All right, I'm gonna.
You're the one who told everyone last week to DM Blart.
Hey, revenge.
Several times, I should add.
So Maggie.
What?
Come on, whose side are you on?
The side of whatever makes an entertaining and chaotic show.
That's show business, baby. Speaking of chaos, I don't know how to make it come up onto the screen because I don't know how the internet works. So how about that?
How about that?
I got it. I got it. Look at that. Who doesn't know how the internet works? Because I do. Oh, is Fran getting some cool stuff? I love Fran. I'd love a shot of that costume. To be honest with you. She's on this video. She must be getting something.
ISFR?
She's getting a banner.
Yuck. Here we go. You guys ready?
That she will be filler on.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Lenna. She said Machina. How's the volume?
Extremely excited about this, I have to say.
So much HP, holy shit.
That is comically huge HP. So it's the how to put it, she and Rose are now low units with these follow attacks. You know what? I'm there for it.
I can't hear you because I had.
Oh, it's Farah, by the way.
part was neon.
Wow.
I have no idea what the connection is there. I assume they both ate Drake poison and died, but I'm still, that was a hype BT animation. Bahamut showed up. It shot a giant laser. That was pretty cool.
Oops.
The HP is hilarious.
My screen again. Sorry, guys. Well, that was number 69. I've got stuff to do, clearly. Any closing thoughts? You guys stick around for 1 second. I want you guys to see something real quick. We got a new friend of the show. Trying to build bridges around here, not burn them down. So stick around for a second. Any closing thoughts, guys?
Stay in school, and I don't know. Lenna BT looks awesome.
If anybody knows how to kill a ghost, specifically a ghoulish specter, reach out. Okay?
I've got some bad news for you about whether or not ghosts are currently alive.
Well, he's not alive for long, I'll tell you that much, because I am not a good enemy to have. We'll see you next week.
Adios, folks.
Okay. As always, I think that when we raid, sometimes it doesn't work. So
It worked.
I want to make sure that
we there.
we're not live anymore. I've never seen this guy play before, but he looks like a me type person. He's got a beard and a beanie.
You got a